Hi friends, I am Anil. Welcome to my channel Computer Basics. So in last few videos we have gone through how we will write, how we'll start our programming work. So in last few videos I have uploaded that computer basics, computer hardwares, computer softwares. After that I have entered into programming basics, and for programming basics also one two video I have posted. So go through it. After that there are a lot of confusions are coming, a lot of questions are coming, that which language I should learn. If suppose you have chosen one language, C or C++ or Java or Python, whatever it might be, you have chosen one language, then it is very difficult to execute that program in the computer, because you need editor, you need compiler. Okay, now compiler should support your system should comfortable with the compiler. All these problems are coming when you are trying to execute a program. I am telling you, don't be harassed with these problems. These are very basic problems. It will happen for everybody, because your system is something, your operating system is something, and for each and every operating system our softwares are different. So you will face this problem as a beginner. Programmers, if I will categorize, then they are in three categories. First, they are in beginner stage. In beginner stage they will run some programs, some experience will happen. After executing some programs they will enter into moderate stage. In moderate stage they will be understanding the program properly, and and they will be able to write some program also. After in moderate stage also you will run some programs. I'm telling some programmings it is in hundreds, 100 200s like that. When you will be running some programs in moderate stage, after that you will enter into expert phase. So when you are entering into expert phase, then you need proper editor, proper compiler. All these things you need properly, or else your program may give some other output or wrong output. But as a beginner, don't enter into what software I will use, what language I will learn. See, you want to learn programming, that's it. What is the language, that is not a matter. What is your computer system, not a matter. What is your operating system, it is not a matter. Only the matter is I want to learn programming, that's it. Okay, I want to learn programming, that's it. Repeatedly I am saying in all my videos that up to some extent for all the languages the concept is same. Okay, starting from tokens. For C, C token, C++, C++ token, Java, Java token, but token is there everywhere. Okay, then operators, variable declarations, all these things are there in all the languages. So initially don't think that which language is better for me. If I will go for C, then will it be easy for Python? Okay, these are very basic questions, but I will say these are meaningless questions. The basic thing is you want to learn programming, that's it. Okay, so according to my view, if you want to learn programming, then learn programming irrespective of languages. Okay, you choose any language, C, C++, Java, Python, you choose any language. Okay, thing is that after choosing a language, focus on the programming rather than the language. Okay, I will tell you how you will do it. Okay, you choose any language. My advice is choose C++ or Java, it is better, because C++ supports both your procedural oriented language and object oriented concept, both it supports. And Java is completely purely object oriented programming based. So you can learn C also, no problem. I will tell the syntax of C also for some programs. So as I am telling, don't confuse in choosing the language. You choose any language. Okay. Here I have written something. where I have mentioned if you are choosing your language C, C++, or if you are choosing your language Java, then how to execute that program. Okay. Now, if your operating system is Windows, to execute a program, we need two things. What are they? First is we need an editor. What is an editor? Where you will type and save the program. That is your editor. Suppose you are typing your biodata. Where you are typing, you are typing in Microsoft Word or WordPad, something like that. Those are the text editors. So if you are going to write a program, then also you need a text editor. But Microsoft Word will not work there. Okay, so we need specific editors for specific languages. Okay, I want to learn C or C++. I have Windows in my system. So what will I do? Go to download Turbo or Borland compilers. Okay, everything you will get free in internet. Okay, now if Turbo and Borland I will download, then how I will execute the program? First few programs I will tell you how to write. After writing, for execution, the word execution, this is composed of two steps. What are they? First you have to compile, then you have to run. Okay, in some places it is written run and execution is same. Yes, it is not wrong, it is same. Okay, then you have to compile. First you have to compile, then you have to run or execute. Now if you are having C++, if you want to learn C++, you are having Windows platform, then go for Turbo or Borland. And after writing the program, no need to know the editors, because editor is there in compiler itself. Extra editor is not required to install. Okay, if you are installing Turbo or Borland, there only editors are there. If you are clicking on that Turbo icon or Borland icon, C icon, then you will get an editor. You can type and save, and you can do that. Okay, now after writing the program, you have to press and hold alt, then F9. If you are doing this, it is for compile. Then if you are pressing Control and F9, it is for run. So what happens in compiling procedure? In compiling procedure, your total program will be checked whether it is correct or wrong. Each and every language is having its own writing style, its own format. Okay, this format is called syntax. That is the rules and regulations of a specific language. That is called syntax. So if you are compiling a program, then your program will be checked whether it is correct or wrong. And then when you are running the program, then action will be performed according to your instruction. Whatever you have written in program, that will be executed, or that will be in action. To perform that action, they will go. So that's why for for Windows platform, if you want to learn C, C++, go for these two compilers. If you want to learn the same thing, your operating system is Unix or Linux, what to do? In Unix or Linux, two editors are there. One is VI editor, it is inbuilt. No need to install it from outside, but it is very difficult. Okay, for beginners it will be very difficult. After some program it will be quite easy, but beginners I will not prescribe VI editor. Beginners, you go for gedit editor. And also if you will search in net, you will get thousands of editors are there. You can go for any of those things, but the good one, the basic one I am telling, go for gedit. It is a good compiler for beginners. Okay, but this also you have to install, or else in advanced versions now it might be there. You check it whether it is there or not. To check the to check a compiler or editor is there in your system, it is there or not, you type queries, WHEREIS, queries space gedit. If it is there, the path will come. If it is not there, path will not come. You have to install that one. Now vi is inbuilt. Now there are compilers also, two compilers, CC, GCC. Okay, I think CC is inbuilt, GCC you have to install in the current versions. GCC might be in inbuilt condition also. Same thing, you check it, where is space GCC, enter. If GCC is there, it will come, or else some error message will come. So what you have to do, you have to install GCC. Okay, now what happens, how to compile and run. Everything you have to compile and run. Every program, first compile, then run. First check the error, then execute. So here also GCC, to compile, the command is gcc xyz.c or cpp, whatever it might be. It is for Unix platform, gcc space xyz.c. Okay. Now after compiling, if you are not getting any error message, then go for run. To run, compiler is G++ for C++, GCC only for C. Okay, don't forget GCC only for C++, GCC for C, G++ for C++ programming. And to execute it, the command is ./a.out. Okay, you can move the output also from a.out to some other file, and then you can execute. But initially don't do those things, unnecessary errors will come and you will be in confusion. So for all the programs, whether it is xyz.c or xyz.cpp for or any program, these are for compilings. When you are running it, then only one command is there, ./a.out. It will run your program and you will be able to see the output. Now come to Java. For Java you have to install JDK. Okay, I have written only JDK versions are there. Current versions is going on 1.2, 1.8. So you have to install this JDK in your system. After installing JDK in your system, how to write your Java program and how to execute your Java program. So first you have to open a text editor like Notepad. In Notepad you type the program. After typing the program, save that program as something xyz.java. Remember, don't write .txt, write .java and save it. Okay, after saving it, you in the command prompt type this command, java xyz.c. It represents compile the Java code. Okay, it will compile the Java code. If any error is there, it will give error message, or else no. Now to run that program again, java xyz. This is the command to run the program. So these are the things. Again, Python also something is there. We have to discuss again in other videos if you want. But don't fear for anything. All languages are for you. All languages, if you are learning in if a proper way, then those are easy only. It is not a difficult. Don't think that C is very easy, Java is very difficult. Not like that. Initially up to 50% all languages are same. Only their syntax is different. You are learning your mother tongue language, that rules and regulations are different. You are learning English, that is different. So all languages are having their own rules and regulations. So you have to follow their rules and regulations. That's it. That's a rule, that syntax you have to remember. How to print a statement. In C it is different, in C++ it is different, in Java it is different. So for whatever language you choose, you remember that. In C++, this is the thing to print something or to display something. Okay. So don't confuse in the languages whether I will choose which is better for me. I am a average boy or I am a smart boy, which language I will, or I am below average, which language I will choose. Whatever you are the good one to learn programming. Choose any language, C, C++, Java, Python. if you will ask me, I will prescribe you Java or C++ or C, because these are quite user friendly for beginners. Python also you can learn nowadays. CBSE 9th 10th Python is there, so don't be afraid that Python is a difficult language. No language is difficult, no language is easy. It's your way, what you are choosing. When you are choosing, first you install an editor, install an compiler, then compile your program. The best way for beginners, if you are having a computer, if you are having internet, then no need to install the compiler and editor also. Okay, just go for IDE. It means integrated development environment, where these two are combined. Okay, some companies are there who are giving IDEs. Okay, download these things. Okay, for C++, Dev is available. For Java, NetBeans, Eclipse, BlueJ, thousands of IDs are available. What will happen here? No need to remember any command or something. There will be a button, run or compile. You click on that, it will be compiled, it will be run. So if you are going through IDE, it is also best for beginners only. I am not telling regarding experts. For experts, I will not prescribe this thing. But for beginners, it's very good, no problem. Again, if IDE also you don't want to install in your computer, then also there is another way where you can do. Go to Google and type online Java compiler, online C compiler, online C++ compiler, online Python compiler. If you are typing this thing, you will get hundreds of compilers. Okay, what can you do there? Directly you can type and run and compile and run. There is no problem. It will be executed 100%. So if you are choosing online compilers, it is better for beginners. You at least you can execute. You will not be hanged in all these things. What compiler I will use? How to execute? After installing compiler also it is not working because your OS is not supporting. Okay, these problems will arise. To avoid these problems, go for IDE. If you don't have IDE, if you don't want to install any software in your computer, then also you can use online compilers. In online compilers, immediately you execute that and close the browser. That's it. Okay, so these are the things how you can execute a program. So be free, don't confuse. And in my next video I will tell you how to execute, how to write a program in any language, whether it is C++, Java, Python, whatever it may be. We will be able to write program. Okay, in the next video I will go for programs, then after I will enter into theory parts. Okay, so for this video, this is the thing. Thank you.